Hey everybody, Merry Christmas! We got presents to deliver, and we're going to be doing that in the S-150. And yes, the S stands for Santa Claus! The S-150 is a vehicle you need to deliver all your presents to all the good boys and girls this year. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to build it. It's a pretty fun build, and it's a pretty fun vehicle to drive. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is put down a small car jack. Now we're going to grab this 6x6x2 piece, and it's going to be, you're going to put down a 5x2 grid. So I'm going to put this middle one down here, put two on both sides like that. Then I'm going to bring it 2 wide, and then I'm going to fill this in. Now I'm going to grab the 12x12x1 zesty wide floor. I'm going to put this across the top here. Now I'm going to grab the 12x2x1 and I'm going to fill this in. Now we're going to grab the 12x2x1 and we're going to put 4 of these down. Make sure you're flush with the bottom piece. Now we're going to grab a 2x16x2, the zesty trim 6. We're going to put one there and one there. Now we're going to grab this 2x2x2 zesty trim. We're going to put one there, one here, and then we want to go ahead and stack these up so we have 3 high in total. Now we're going to grab this 6x2x1. We're going to put 2 down here. Now we're going to grab the 2x2x2. We're going to put one of these on both sides. Now we're going to come up front and we're going to put down a 2x12x2. We're actually going to put 2 of these down so they stack on top of each other. And then we're going to grab a 2x6x2 and we're going to turn that in so that the pattern is going in. Now we're going to put down a large power center. And we're going to make sure it's all the way up front as far as it can go and make sure it's centered. Now we're going to grab an 8x2x1 zesty thin floor. We're going to stack 2 of those high so it should look like that. Now we're going to grab the spicy trim corner. We're going to put one there and one there. Now we're going to grab an 8x2x1 and you want to be sure that this is flush with the pieces there. And then you're going to put one on top and then you're going to put one on bottom. And now you're also going to take that same piece and you're going to put down 4 boards here, which should bring you flush with this edge here. Now we're going to take the same board, the 8x2x1, and we're going to put one there, one there. We're going to bring it all the way up and we're going to snap it in like that. Now we're going to grab a 6x6x1. We're going to move it up 1 stud this way. Then we're going to grab our 6x2x1s and we're going to put one of those on each side. Then we're going to grab an 8x2x1 and put it up front like that. Now we're going to grab a 1x8x3 acres fence. And if you don't have the acre fences, you can feel free to use any fences that you have. I just like the way this one looked. Then we're going to grab a 16x1 and we're going to move these out to the edge like that. Now we're going to get a 12x2x1 and we're going to move that down to where it's at the very bottom of the edge like that for a running board. And then we're going to grab a pressure plate and we're going to snap that on to the side. And we're going to use this to turn this piece right here. This is going to be like a trim. And then go ahead and repeat this on the other side. Alright, so we're going to be using that same trick back here, but we're going to be putting down a pillar. This is a temporary wall. It will be removed, so it doesn't matter what kind. We're going to put that plate about halfway up, and then we're going to come over here, and we're going to bring this in. So it's sitting in the plate, and then as you can see, we move it down, flush with that upper board. So it should look like that. And then you can just snap onto there and put your last board on. And now you can grab the 1/2 acre gate and put it on the back here like this. And that gives you a nice little gate for the back of your truck. Now, once this moves, it will no longer work. It won't open or close. But I think it makes a really cool little gate on the back visually. Okay, now we're going to come under here and we're going to put an 8x2x1. And we want to make sure we got one little line going through there. So it's one stud in. Then we're going to put a 6x2x1 there and one there. And then we can fill in this side with another 8x2x1. And then we're just going to go ahead and make that 2 layers thick. So it should look like that when you're done. Then back here, we're going to put down on a large power wheel. And we're going to check to make sure that it's flush with the bottom of that floor. And we're going to make sure it's centered. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Now we're going to repeat what we did back there, but this time we're not going to leave a space. We're going to go right up to that edge like that. And then we're going to put number 6s on the sides. And then we're going to fill in with an 8x2x1. So that's what it should look like when you're done. And then we're going to do the same thing as we did back there, but up here we're going to put steerable wheels. Just double check, make sure that wheel is in the right position, because sometimes it's real easy to get a wheel a little bit up or a little bit down. All right, perfect. Now we're going to grab this 2x6x2 and we're going to put it on right where it turns green, right there. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat that on all the sides. Now that you have all 4 of those on, you're going to grab this zesty trim number 1 and you're going to go around each one of these and you're going to line the red up with the bottom of the block like that. And then you're going to go ahead and put this on all the sides. Now we're going to grab this saucy trim corner. We're going to add one back here on both sides. Now we're going to grab the medium-sized driver's seat. Now, personally, I like to put one on both sides, just in case I get on, just in case I get in on the wrong side, I can still drive. So you can switch one of those out with a passenger seat, but I like to put 2 seats in, and it can be kind of funny when your passenger starts trying to drive the car while you're driving. Now we're going to grab a 6x2x1. We're going to put one there, and then we're going to come over here. I have found this to do some weird things, so make sure your pieces are attached properly there. Now we're going to grab a 6x6x1, and we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to grab our 6x2x1 floor and put one there. And that should cover the hood of the vehicle. Then we're going to grab some of these angled light bars, and we're going to put it right there on that edge. And then one right here, so you can see where you're going at night. And then back here we're going to use the mechanics. These come out of the Thank the Bus Driver set. And we're going to put one here and one there. And if you got a lot of rubies and a lot of cut amber, you can go ahead and put down 2 sets of those, since we really don't have anything in game at the moment to use other than to make lights with them. And now we're going to get the small thruster, and we're going to put a thruster on both ends here. But it can be a little tricky, so if it is, you're just going to want to move your thruster around until it turns green. And then once you find a spot where it turns green, then you can move it into the proper place. If you find yourself struggling to put the thrusters under there, you can always add thrusters back here just as easily. And that will allow you to get up and down hills a lot easier. So, but me, I like to hide my thrusters if I can. Now for this next part, you could put boxes in here. You can make it a shipping. You can really put whatever you want in here. Me, I put in some of these drums. I like the way they look. I like the color. And I think that looks really good. So now we can go ahead and lower this. Bam. And before we go anywhere, make sure you check your tires. Make sure they're going in the right direction. Once your tires have been checked, you can sit down in the S150, the SANTA-150, and you can enjoy your brand new ride as you go throughout your world. So if you guys enjoyed this build and you enjoyed this vehicle, do me the biggest favors, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because this next month we're going to have a lot of Christmas themed builds coming out, and we're just getting started. This is Kaboom. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.